Is 7 weeks enough training to shave 2 minutes off my half marathon PR? We about to find out. Welcome back, family. I'm Run JLC, and on this channel, I talk all things running, fitness, and personal development. So the Shamrock Shuffle was a success, and the next goal on my list is a sub 100-minute half marathon. Now, I'm not doing myself any favors with the 7-week training plan, but I promise there's a method to my madness. So I already mentioned that the Chicago 13.1 was canceled after my Shamrock Shuffle last week. So that leads me to decide between the Chicago Spring Half Marathon on May 19th or the What the Hill Half Marathon in Chesterton, Indiana on May 12th. Now, based on the fact that I get to save a good $150 off of registration, parking fees, packet delivery fees, or parking to pick up my packet delivery fees, we gonna rock with the What the Hill Half Marathon on May 12th in Chesterton, Indiana. Now, this decision doesn't come without some controversy. The company that is hosting this race has been notorious thus far, in my experience with them, with greatly inaccurate race distances. So I ran a 15K, which was underestimated, or undercalculated, undermeasured, however you want to say that word. I ran a 5K, which was overestimated, which just so happened to be my sub 25K. I also ran a 5K just last year in this very race that I'm running again that was massively underestimated. I mean, I looked on Strava and other people's run like 2.8, 2.9. I just kept running because I was so frustrated. I didn't even stop. I knew that I didn't hit my 5K. I just kept running even after I crossed the timing mat. So there's that part to this race. You may or may not have noticed that the title of this race is What the Hill Half Marathon, which lets me know I should be expecting some hills in this race, or at least one big ass hill at some point in this race. Now, given the elevation map that they gave us, as you can see that there is on the first half of this race, just a gradual climb up until you get to, it looks like about halfway, or I'll probably say about a little past halfway, the apex of that hill, and then from there it's just downhill the rest of the way. So knowing this and seeing this, I know I should be taking it somewhat conservatively during the first half of this race, and then as I reach the top of that big ass hill that I see there, let the momentum of the downhill carry me back home to glory. Now, as I check on the race website, there is mention of water being provided, but there's no mention of where those water stations will be on the race map. So I also checked to see if hydration vests are allowed, and there's no mention of those things not being allowed. So I'm gonna pack me a hydration vest to make sure that my hydration and my nutrition is on point, because we ain't taking no chances during this race. Also, this is a part trail, part paved course in Chesterton, Indiana. And unless you from here, you never heard of Chesterton, Indiana before. Matter of fact, for most of y'all, this is probably y'all first time ever hearing about the city of Chesterton, Indiana. Which tells you that this is a pretty small race. Which on one hand is pretty cool because you don't have to deal with the races that have so many runners and all the things that go into that. But on the other hand, there is no crowd support whatsoever. So this event actually has the feel of a long, grueling training run rather than the actual race. So that's something that you have to be prepared for mentally. So after all that, I know y'all probably thinking, so why the hell did you choose this race again? I get it. But at the end of the day, it's a challenge. And though it would be great to PR my half marathon this year, and particularly in this race, I understand two things. One, it's gonna be tough given the circumstances I just mentioned to y'all. Two, my main goals for this year is a sub 20 5K and a 320 marathon. Really though, the timing of this race is perfect because after my half marathon, I still have a solid 11 to 12 weeks to train for that sub 25K. After that race, I go on vacation. After vacation, I come back and then I start my marathon training block. So whether I PR in this half marathon or not, I'm still building great mileage and a great foundation to set me up for the goals that I have for myself this year. So what's the training plan looking like this year? So I'm still rocking with the Hansons on this 13.1 training block. Of course, it'll have to be greatly modified because the Hansons method is a 13 to 18 week training program, depending on when you start. So what are these modifications looking like? In the traditional program, there's a 5-week build-up of speed work, followed by 7 weeks of strength workouts. No, not that type of strength. We're talking about aerobic strength here. There's also a build-up of tempo workouts from 3 to 6 miles. Now, I'll still be able to build up to 6 miles for my tempo workouts, but I'll only have 3 weeks of speed workouts and 3 weeks of strength workouts. Now, I'm not gonna get into any detail on what speed work is, what strength work is, what tempo work is right now, because I already did that. So if you look in the description of this video, you'll see the video that I tagged to be up next will be my marathon training plan. All right, this is a video that I did for the Indianapolis Monumental Marathon that I ran last year, where I break down what a speed workout is, why it's important, what a strength workout is, why it's important, what tempo runs are, why they're important. I break down the whole Hanson's method and their training philosophy. So when you guys hear me talk about specific workouts, if you guys are in the dark, watch that video and it gets you all caught up. So there's really not that much of a difference between the marathon and half marathon training plan as it pertains to the Hanson's method. Only difference is I'm gonna be running less mileage this time around. And speaking of mileage, I will be building up to a peak of about 48 to 49 miles during this training block. Only thing is I'll have 1 week of exposure at that peak, and then I go right into taper, and then from taper, I go right into my race. So at the time of me filming this video right now, I'm actually in my 2nd week of training. Last week, I was able to get about a little over 28 miles of training in, which is about 9 miles shorter than what I wanted to get in. I was spring break last week for my boys, and we took a little weekend vacation over to Louisville. So I wasn't able to get my usual Sunday long run in because we were checking out and had to head back up to Maryville. So short week, but a productive week. I actually filmed my tempo workout last Thursday. So go ahead and check this out real quick. What now, family? Happy Thursday to y'all. Tempo Thursday, that is. A little nippy out here. This wind, man, still crazy. Boy, Tuesday, goodness gracious. I had 12 by 400. And when I was running into that headwind, boy, it literally felt like I had 2 people on my shoulders just preventing me from going forward. And today, we have 3 mile tempo, 1.5 mile warm up. Probably do a few drills, get my legs primed. 3 mile tempo at goal half marathon pace, and then another 1.5 miles on the cool down. Currently on my warm up right now. Just got 1 mile in. Got another 0.5 to go. And I'm hitting some dynamic movements. Get a few drills. Hopefully get myself a little bit more warm. That's the workout for the day. Man, 7 weeks, y'all. What y'all think? Y'all think I can do it? We gonna see. But let me finish this warm up and get this workout. I'll touch back later. Peace. What down, fam? Tempo complete. 3 miles, average pace 6:26. Good start. Very good start. Don't feel too taxed from doing that. But man, that headwind was out again. It wasn't as bad as Tuesday, but I definitely felt it. But all in all, good workout. Just on my cool down 1.5 miles right now. And shit, we off to Louisville vacation this weekend. Try to sneak in another run early tomorrow. And then hopefully we'll see what Louisville's looking like. Maybe I can give me a nice long run on one of them days while I'm out there. So we'll see. But other than that, Tempo Thursday's complete. I'll catch up with y'all when I catch up with y'all. All right, that's it for this week, and I appreciate y'all rocking with me for the entirety of this video. But real quick, before you leave, make sure you click on that link that should be popping up right here shortly that I also mentioned that's in the description of this video. And if you have any specific questions for me, put them down in the comments. And please, please, please like, share, and subscribe if you're rocking with this content. And lastly, if you want to show support to this channel, check out and use the ambassador links for discounts off of your Athletic Brewing and UCAN products. Till next week, family, I'm Run JLC, and I'm signing out. Peace.